What's up, guys? Igami here, and let's go through 30 stamina Haruta Whitebeard Pirate Commanders Fortnite Island. This is going to be a side character only island. You cannot bring anyone else. You can't bring any other colors. And the thing about this island is because it's side restricted, you don't really have many choices about who to bring. And it's basically 3 of your slots are going to be taken out just to counter the things that Haruta and Atmos do. So you're going to need someone who helps you get rid of block orbs, because Haruta will always give you 4 block orbs every turn, which makes it very hard to get by unless you just have a really good team that can power through those block orbs. So we're going to be using Child Nami, who will be able to change our block orbs into Psy orbs. Haruta will also despair you for 3 turns. You can either bring level 3 anti-despair or bring someone like Robin, who will reduce your despair by 3 duration. Despair duration by 3 turns. And Haruta will also paralyze. How many characters? Haruta will always paralyze 2 characters every turn. And that's what Nightin is for, to get rid of paralysis. There are a few characters that get rid of paralysis, a few characters that do each of those things, but you don't really have many choices of who to bring, especially since it is side restricted. You can't really bring anyone else except for those side characters that do those things. And if you have that level 3 anti-despair, you don't really need to bring Robin. You're going to need to bring someone to help you get rid of block orbs, and paralysis you could just hope to get lucky for. We're going to be using a 6-star Kizaru Borsalino friend because we can, because he just doesn't get enough action. If you want to use Borsalino special effectively, you want to have shooters and slashers, that way he changed those orbs into matching. But whenever we get to the boss stage, Nami's special will give us fully matching orbs anyways, because we are going to get all block orbs as soon as we beat Atmos. Atmos, upon death, will give us all block orbs. Now, if you're using a Garp captain like I am, you can take a lot of damage, because whenever you get despaired, unless you have level 3 anti-despair, you will lose your health. Which also means if you're using a Garp captain like I am, you don't want to be using a Stronghold Shanks friend captain, because then you'll lose a lot of damage whenever you get despaired and you lose a lot of your health. Quick note about this strength guy right here. This one will not skip his attack below 20%. He'll just attack as normal. So just take him out. You can't get a free few turns of delay on him. Our first mini boss is going to be Speed Jiu on stage 6. Speed Jiu will be an int character. He will preemptively cut our health by 10%. Another reason not to use your 6-star Shanks captain. Although 6-star Shanks will do just fine. You'll have enough recovery to heal back up. That 10% health doesn't really matter too much. Don't use a Marco captain though. Don't use that Psy Marco captain, because you're not going to have a very good time. The secret stage for this island is King Du. King Du is a strength character. He has 250,000 hit points. If he shows up, he will boost his defense for 3 turns and prevent debuffs for 3 turns. He will attack every 2 turns for 5,500 damage. You should be able to take him out in those 2 turns before he attacks you, though. If you get him below 30%, he will lower your attack and boost his own attack, so avoid that lower than 30%. Stage 6. So here we go, Speed Jidu, Speed Jill, whatever. If you have 1000 Sunny Ray, you can use 1000 Sunny to kill the guys on the outside. I do not have 1000 Sunny Ray because I am a little noobs. Gonna kill these guys. I'm probably gonna just kill these 2 that are gonna attack me. And hit Speed Jill. Use 1000 Sunny to take out these 2. Speed Jill will attack every turn and also deal another 4,800 damage to you. Or actually, it's health cut, sorry. Boop, boop, boop. And we'll also heal while we're hitting him. See if we can get some more Psy orbs. Nothing. He does not do anything based on his health. Atmos on stage 7 has 320,000 hit points. He'll attack every 2 turns for 8,900 damage. His first attack is always going to be a 3-turn attack, though. If we're using, with our captain, we actually can take a hit or 2 here, because we're going to drop to half health, because we're going to lose all that extra health from our Garp captain. Below 50%, he will boost his attack and defense for 2 turns. He'll double his attack and defense for 2 turns after he attacks below 50%. But you should be able to take him down before he attacks. The real trick from Atmos is that once he dies, he'll give you all block orbs. And that's what Nami's for. So we have all block orbs. We're gonna get despaired. Haruta has 1,000,000 hit points. Attacks every turn for 4,200 damage. Paralyzes 2 characters every turn. It goes in order. If you delay Haruta, he will rewind your middle row by 5 turns and bind your bottom row by 5 turns. So you can rewind them. It's not too bad. Rewinding specials for 5 turns and binding bottom 2 characters for 5 turns isn't too bad. But Nami gives us fully matching orbs. Usopp boosts our damage. Nightin to reduce that paralysis. And Borsalino special just to boost his own attack boost and also heal us a little bit. Doesn't matter. And if I wanted to, I could use Garp special to ruin everything we've done. That'll make quick work of Haruta. Haruta, once again, will every turn give you 4 block orbs. He'll give you 4 block orbs on a top thrower, and then after that 4 block orbs on a bottom 4, then it goes back and forth and back and forth. Paralyzes 2 characters every single time. Below 20%, Haruta will cut your health by 80% and paralyze everybody for 3 turns. So that's the whole island. Like I said, there's not really many characters. You want to bring some very specific characters. You want to bring someone to get rid of block orbs. You want to bring someone who will help you get rid of paralysis. You want to bring someone who will help you get rid of despair. So you don't have too many choices. What do the characters actually do? The only one I've gotten to drop so far is Atmos. So let's start with him, I suppose. Atmos is a Psy slasher powerhouse character. His captain ability boosts the attack of Psy characters by 2 times. His special reduces duration of despair by 3 turns and boosts his own attack by 1.5 times for 1 turn. That's pretty decent. Having a despair reduction and boosting his attack for 1 turn. It's not all characters, just him. So remember, you can't use his attack boost with something like Impact Out Usopp at the same time. He has a Sailor ability, and his Sailor ability boosts the attack of Powerhouse Captains by 20 if you have a Powerhouse Captain. So Atmos is a decent sub, especially with that despair reduction if you need level 3 despair reduction at any point. The other characters on the island, let me just go over to the drops page so you can see them. The other characters on this island, Haruta is a int, I don't remember. His captain ability reduces the special cooldown of slasher and cerebral characters by 1 turn and boosts the attack of int characters by 2 turns. So a pretty relatively easy to get int boosting captain. His special reduces duration damage from Psy enemies by 80% for 1 turn and deals 12 times its attack and int damage to 1 enemy. We have all these characters on the database already. Whoops, let me see. What was your type? You are a cerebral slasher. Haruta is a cerebral slasher, just like the rare recruit version. His Sailor ability is reduced silence duration against him by 2 units, so you cannot silence him by any silence that's 2 turns or shorter is going to be completely ignored, and a silence that's longer than 2 turns, that being special bind, and we're still going to call him silence. Longer than 2 turns will be reduced by 2 turns. And his special ability, I already said, deals 12 times damage in int and reduces damage received by Psy enemies by 80%. So good Psy damage reduction. Speed Jill. Speed Jill's an int-driven striker. His captain ability boosts the attack of driven and striker characters by 2 times. His special ability deals 15,000 fixed damage to 1 enemy. Very important about 15,000 fixed damage. That is enough to kill a Princess Turtle. So you could use Speed Jill as a Princess Turtle killer. Speed Jill's special also starts at 14 turns. So that will make a relatively fast Princess Turtle killer. Just to keep that in mind. And that is someone that is much easier to get than Tilestone, who is another Princess Turtle killer. His Sailor ability, if you're above 70% health, at the start of turn, boosts the attack of strikers by 20. Oh, do we mix them up? Let's see. Let me make sure. Speed Jill Speed Jill is attacker driven, deals 12,600. Oh, it's actually not 15,000. It's 12,500 fixed damage to one enemy. Sorry. So Speed Jill is 12,500 damage to one enemy. Still enough to kill Princess Turtles, I believe. Princess Turtle, I think, has 12,500 exactly. Atmos, we already went over, and King Du, the last one, is a strength powerhouse fighter character. He boosts the attack of fighter and powerhouse characters by 2 times. And his special removes poison completely. And if your health is below 30%, boosts the attack of powerhouse characters by 1.5 times for 1 turn. It's a pretty good special ability. A powerhouse attack booster and poison remover will be useful in several Coliseum fights. His sailor ability makes recovery orbs count as beneficial if you have a powerhouse captain. Just for himself makes recovery orbs count as beneficial. Now all these characters are in the database. If you didn't catch any of that, and if I stuttered and made things very hard to understand, I apologize. Skill books are right here. You see exactly what they are. Overall, characters all pretty good. Like, all relatively useful specials. Speed Jill, especially for Princess Turtle. Haruta is... none of them are good captains, but all of them are pretty decent specials. Damage reducing special. Atmos is your despair reducing special. King Du is a poison remover and also powerhouse attack booster. All very good specials, but kind of annoying just because you basically have to use like a very specific side team. Guys, good luck farming that island. I'm Zenigami. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.